Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back, everyone. And as you can see, we are looking at Bitcoin on a daily time frame. And yes, yesterday we had a nice buyback on the test of our basically previous day low. And now we are basically trying to go back for that 55 EMA. And today we will see if we will get into that and above, or if we're going to reject. If we reject, we have this 21 EMA as support at around 21.6, 21.7. And if we do get into this level at 23,800 and close above it, well, then we can look for continuation into the weekend. Okay, so this weekend we can get some bullish action, or if we get rejected over here at 23.8 at the daily close, we can look for some pullback into the 21 EMA and go sideways. Ideally, if we do start losing the 21 EMA at this point, this will start looking like a very bearish situation to me. But until that happens, we can hope that 21 is support and we can continue to the upside. As we go sideways here or hold those levels, this 21 EMA will come up, 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 giving us a higher and higher level of support as we fight this 55 EMA for dominance. So keep that in mind. That's Bitcoin for you. Go to a 4-hour. As you can see on the 4-hour, we use this 21 as support, and now we're trying to climb back above. We are hitting a little bit of resistance at this point. We have a naked point of control over here at 23.6. Claiming that would be great, and losing that would be bad. Right now, we are basically fighting with our point of control as well as the daily high. If we can claim it, we can look for higher, but rejecting around here would be a lower high scenario, and then we would probably roll over to start taking out some of this liquidity on the bottom. I know yesterday I was looking for this to continue to the 100, and we actually got swept up, and that's exactly what market makers love to do. This doji over here was a little bit of a signal that, hey, we might try again for the upside. So we got another doji over here that took us back down, and now we are basically having a little bit more of a retrace because the 21 acted as support. The doji didn't break it, the doji didn't break it. So now we are basically trying to see if we can get to this higher level, which is about 25,000 after we claimed this high of yesterday. Right now we are testing the previous high of yesterday, and what happened was people who were shorting got a little bit of a poke at like middle of the night. So a lot of people who were short probably got stopped out, and then it actually went to the downside. Now we're going right back. So let's wait and see how we go. Right now, this is kind of the top of the range. Coming, I want to say just right over here, having an hourly open and close above here, we could try to go test back to the previous day's highs around 24,200. But if we can't get back over here and we start finding some resistance right in this range, and then, we lose the 21, I would say exactly what I said yesterday. I'm looking for this liquidity to the downside to get tapped. And yeah, I mean, we might even come all the way to this 100 EMA at 21.6 and then fight again. But losing this, we can go into a deeper retrace, like 20,200 is what I was saying yesterday. Losing this, it'll go even deeper. So don't get too euphoric. Yeah, market is going up. This does look healthy. We were expecting this. Once we claim this level here at 24.8, we can look for this level here at 27.6. But everything is going to happen in time. And if we close in this range on Friday and we start gapping up over the weekend, I'm not trying to get too excited. I'll wait for Monday, Tuesday, or whenever the reversal wants to come in. So just be warned that if we start going up crazy style on the weekend, it's suspicious to me. Okay? Alright, let's go to Ethereum now on a daily. Oh, and if you look at Bitcoin on a weekly, this week was a decent week, right? Last week was the doji. everyone was not very sure if we were actually putting in the bottom. Well, this candle right here kind of broke out all the highs, and all these local stops are gone, and now people are feeling the FOMO. So if this wants to continue up and test into the 200, which is totally reasonable, 20,600, 20,700 area, and then roll over, that's logical. 21 EMA is coming to the 200. If this 21 EMA goes under the 200, you will find this rejection. If this 21 EMA is curling before the 200 and then starting to go up, and price action gets above the 200 and starts getting above the 21 EMA, and we start actually rallying hard, then you can expect us to probably come back into this order block area. Let me remove these indicators. So yeah, coming above 28,150, we can be looking for those other big targets that we have there. I was not expecting us to come back up until January, okay, the beginning of January. So we can grind this all out a little bit longer, and I'm trying to get between 17,760 and 15. That's my ideal area to get that like ideal long-term long. Let me actually yeah, it was. Right. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna leave these lines here because these EMAs on the weekly are showing me a bearish stance. I know that everyone's excited because the daily is trying to give a little bit of a reprieve bounce, but even the daily is showing you that if we do even come up, there's a lot of resistance in this area. This is probably where we're gonna get our next, push down. So we can come up into here, but I'm fully prepared for around 32,000, 33,000, the next rejection to the downside if we get that high. First, let's get above 28,100. Until then, it's not really something that we need to be concerned about. This 28,000, I'm going to drink it. There. I do not want it to overpower the fib. So the daily right here. Okay. Anyway, the point of the matter is the structure is bearish until we come back into here and test into this block here and then reject. I'm looking at this as level of resistance. Until we come over there and claim it for the upside, I'm looking at this level here as resistance. So anyone getting too excited before we get above 25,000 is gonna be in for a little bit of disappointment. What I want to say. Yeah. Okay. Let's go look at Ethereum. Then we can let our day start. So Ethereum is the stronger asset, as I said again. Ethereum is already going into the 200. This is what we're looking for on Bitcoin. So it looks like Ethereum is going to probably drag Bitcoin along with it. Ethereum, if it closes like this in about, well, if it closes like this in the day, around 1650-ish, we can look for this 1775, the next target to come into fruition over the next few days. Volume wise is declining, so this could be like the last push, this last like gasp push, and then we can look for reversal. So even though it looks good, this is the area that I was looking for rejection on Bitcoin. Maybe Ethereum will give it to us first, or Ethereum will go a little bit higher because Bitcoin needs to come into this little rejection area and then roll over. So Keep your eyes open and do not blink. Yes, this was a nice push, almost a 65% gain if you got the bottom, and we still have room to go up. Exactly what I was saying, fast move down, fast move up. And on a weekly level, we can probably still come and test the previous month's high, which is around 1968. So don't get bearish yet, but I mean, having a hedge isn't going to kill you guys. If you're in a profitable long, starting a short here is just called a hedge to make sure you can lock in these gains without having to close out your position, and you can close your short a little bit later at a loss if your long is going up crazy style. So, yeah, on a daily, we need to close above this level, and then we can look for higher. Okay. Losing that level over there, we can test the 21. Right here, this actually looks pretty strong. On a 4-hour EMA wise, this looks good. We're gonna probably test into this EMA right here, around 1750 to 1780, and this is the last block. So coming into here and not claiming it, you will see some rejection, and we could roll on down, test into this level over here, like 1546 again, where your 21 and this other EMA is meeting. And then if you lose that, you got the 55 and 200. But right now you have layers of support to the downside, which is a good thing as you try to break through the resistance to the upside. The major resistance is coming up right now, so kind of time to be a little bit weary. We were looking for this consolidation to go a little bit deeper, but it was actually pretty shallow. It only took the 21 EMA midline of this channel and just took the opportunity to go up. So kind of just did something like that, but a little bit shorter, maybe like that. Okay, so we're into our little resistance area right now, basically. So we need to see, are we going to claim above the 1700 or not? If we find rejection in this area and start rolling over, we want to make sure that the middle, this big thick red midline, is our support, which is around 1570, 1560, 1570. And holding this level would be a positive thing. Losing this level on a 4-hour open and close, and you can look for, you know, lower, obviously, maybe the midline of this channel again, breaking back in. But if you can ideally stay above this channel, even you lose this midline, but you can stay on the green channel and then continue up, that would be a good thing. Like maybe you hit like one of these fibs, like 0.32 or something, and then climb. Okay. Upside wise, we're looking to break above 1700 with the 4-hour open and close. If we can, we'll go higher. If not, we'll tap down. As you can see, also we are retesting this ascending red channel, and it's probably its resistance is the bottom of the channel, obviously trying to break back in. Same time, same area. So we have 2 points of confluence saying this area is a level of resistance before we even get to this 200. And if we get here, great. After this, we have other levels. Okay, so we are watching these, and this coincides, because as we go here for another couple closes, this is going to slowly come down into the 1750, 1760 area. So that's what we're looking for on Ethereum. Right now, Ethereum is the stronger asset. There's no doubt about it. Ethereum is the stronger asset to Bitcoin. And we have to see, is Ethereum going to be the one that drags Bitcoin to the promised land, or if Bitcoin starts jumping and dragging Ethereum down to the depths of depression. We will see soon. All right, and don't forget today's Friday, guys. So, I mean, if the market wants to be cool and just pump into a euphoric close, because it's been doing that this whole week, that's great. This weekend, they might try to take some liquidity back. That's going to be sad. And then next week, we have to see, does the rally continue? More than likely, we might just continue to get these targets, because the weekly is not looking bad. The weekly is trying to claim the 200. And if we close above 1600, Friday at 4 p.m., the CME will close above that. Let me verify that before I open my mouth. Okay, so Bitcoin is rejecting at the 200 right now on the CME. And ETH is going to be different because ETH doesn't even have a 2. Okay, so ETH basically just filled the gap on Ethereum on the CME. Let's see now if it's going to actually continue up to the 21 or if this is where it's going to roll over. And that's why it filled this gap in the first place, ironically. So there is gonna be today's gonna be an interesting close. It's gonna be an interesting close. This week obviously is looking healthy. Volume on CME looks excellent compared to the other assets. Okay, so on daily it is dying down, and we're dying down on the top. So this is bearish divergence on volume, and we're hitting the 55. So okay, yeah, guys, let's see how the day goes. Just be cautious. We're kind of hitting resistance, and you know the FOMO is real now with people. So I wouldn't say jump into a long, and I don't think you need to rush into a short. But I mean, if we go to those higher targets where I've shown you the resistance is meant to be, we can start attempting to take those hedge positions if you haven't already. Yesterday, I was telling everyone at the daily close, hey, this should hammer down. But if we claim 1600, you know, 1750 is possible. So, you know, 1600 is kind of like the line in the sand. And as soon as we went above 606, we started seeing this little bit of an extension of the move. And we're looking at the wrong index. There you go. As soon as we went above, what was it? What was our high? Yes. Well, yeah, well, basically we are the wrong asset. This is what I was saying. All right. 606 on the city. Yeah. So literally, as soon as it broke its previous day high, it started to claim higher, and that's what we are looking for. That as long as it stays above the previous day high, it should be testing into this 100 EMA, which is around 1750 to 1780 level. All right, and we will see where we go from there. Once we tap that level, we have other levels we can look at too. So yeah, we're looking for 1775-ish right now. All right, guys, be safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, press the bell button for notifications so you guys get these real-time updates as they come out. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave it in the section below and I'll get back to you ASAP. And don't forget, there is a free Discord group in the description below where you can come join us with a bunch of other amazing traders you can learn from. Thank you so much, and you have a great day. Talk to you soon.